Hi friends, Jeff Allen off the Green Iron. Welcome back. Well, today's video I am doing a quick review on the ALLPOWERS S300 Portable Power Station and Solar Panel Accessory. If this is something you're looking for to support your off-grid or camping efforts this summer, maybe you want to stick around. So quite honestly, this is just an unboxing. I haven't even had a chance to, I did plug it in and it comes uncharged. So I plugged it in from the regular adapter here into the wall, and I brought it up to charge. And I knew it was up to charge because it has a great little portable display unit right on the front here. A little difficult to read in the sunshine, but you can see that, or I can see that it's got 141 watt hours, charged up to 98% right now. Still got the protective film over the lens. Not outputting anything right now. Obviously there's nothing plugged in, but we're going to get into this and literally an unboxing. Comes with a little bag with all your charge accessories. Okay, and those accessories include obviously your brochure, and looks like, well, our porta pack. Our adapter came in that little bag, nice little accessory bag. Nothing else in the box. Very well packaged. Has a variety of specs on the back here. I know you probably can't read them. So the basic information, it's a lithium-ion battery and has up to 288 watt hours. Weighs approximately 3.4 kilograms. And the size is about 8 by 6 by 4, so it's quite compact, about the size of a smaller lunch pail. As far as output goes, the AC outputs for continuous, so these are your AC outputs. Okay, there's two outputs on the front, and those outputs for continuous output, they're rated for 300 watts or a surge up to 500 watts. DC is 12 volt at 5 amps. 12 volt car port is also 12 amps, or sorry, 12 volts. It has various USB adapter ports, USB-C, as well as 3 stationary, well, most common, the USB ports. And each of those is 5 volts at 3 amps. And the USB-C, right on the edge here, it is kind of a two-way 60 watt or 100 watt output. Two-way in into 60 or out, yeah. DC, it's got DC outputs as well, and that goes to cables that are probably tucked away in the other bag here. Pretty cool font, very solid, very heavyweight. When you push the button on the front, it actually has a wireless surface on the front. You can see that area, and that's where you put your phone on top to charge. Click it over to DC, and that's when you're going to have your direct power or AC. And again, the display quite difficult to read in the sun. And the button is just kind of a push button on off with that audible signal to tell you it's ready or in use. It has 2 very bright lights on the front, and those are really helpful if you're doing any camping or any kind of evening. You know, I can imagine bringing this out in the fishing boat too and running either a spotlight or doing some late night fishing, and that would be something ideal in the boat, so you can see what you're working on. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be a perfect addition to my setup. Back here, oh, it comes with this rather large solar panel. And it has all the leads and inputs and outputs going to have to get into the instructions. Lots of different little adapters, and this is what we're looking to set up here. The ALLPOWERS Portable Foldable Solar Panel, which is meant for charging this solar generator. So that's what's in that little box. Let's have a look at the solar panel itself. Okay, wow, look at that. Folds right up, and there's a Velcro leg on the back to assume the most optimal angle for recharging. Obviously under our kind of natural vegetation green canopy here, we're not getting much sun coming through right now, but that's awesome. And that's going to be able to charge this remotely. Folds down, and there's the leg on the back that just velcros off and expands out to kind of lay it out in the sun. There's two of them there to support either side, but it folds up nicely, has a storage package for all the cables, and that would sit down in in the side of a canoe just fine if you're ever canoe camping. Let's get back into the start charging block here and grab a few items and plug them in. Okay, let's give you a quick walk around because we haven't really had a close up. So here are the inputs. Here's the input from the charger, and that goes directly into the wall. Two other inputs are coming from the solar panel. We have a DC output, so that is where you would plug in your 12-volt systems. On the front, two outputs for your standard plugs. We have two very bright LED batteries, LED lights, very bright. And again, we just kind of push and hold those and they'll click off. And just a quick click and that turns off, and there are two of those. We have a Wi-Fi charger, which is accessing this kind of Bluetooth charger on the top. So with that pushed and held, you can see that the Bluetooth symbol appears, and then it's 121 hours, 17 minutes, 97%. At 0 watts. It's not drawing anything right now. I do not have something charging on the top. So we'll just put it back out. And pushing and holding each of these buttons kind of clears that. The second one is the DC. So pushing and holding the DC button. So just a push button on the DC. We can see that it's powered up to the USB, 107 hours left at 97%, but there's 0 output. Now if I were to charge my phone, I'll demonstrate what that looks like. So we take the USB ports on the side and we plug in our phone. And I'm going to lose my microphone. And as we plug in our cell phone, we're going to start to see the watts increase up to about 7 or 8. And there's 19 hours to bring my phone up to charge as many times at 8 watts that it needs. There's 97% left. So when I unplug that, you can see the output drops to 0. It's not discharging at all. And then the number of hours available to charge anything increases back up to 107. Okay. And that DC, push that and turn off. Now what we'll do is we'll demonstrate the AC kind of output. So we're going to plug in a little incandescent light bulb, push and hold the AC button. And you can hear a fan. And that fan is coming from a little internal fan, little internal cooling fan to operate that, because that's the biggest draw on the power pack. You can see I have 51 hours, 97%. The fan is on and there's no watts being used just yet. Now when I turn my light bulb on, I'll just get that out of the frame. You can see that there's 8 hours left of operating this light bulb. I still have 90% charge, 97% charge, and the output right now is 19 watts. So this is a very low watt bulb, but if I had an LED bulb, I would certainly be taking far less energy to power it. And again, push to turn off, push and hold, and that cuts it out. I don't believe you can operate everything or more than one thing simultaneously. So really, I'm not sure if I can have a light on while charging something. So for example, I don't know if I can be charging something through USB and have the light on at the same time. Well, I'm going to give it a try here. So I plug my USB, my phone back in. I have to tell it that it's connecting to DC. And that is, you can see the specs there, drawing 8 watts, 19 hours. But what we're going to do, we're going to try this. We're going to push and hold the AC button for 3 seconds. Ooh, maximum output. My fan speed is back on. You can see in the window that it has DC and AC activated in this lower corner. I'm going to turn our light on. So the light's now on, and you can see the wattage has now jumped to 28 watts on the draw. So I have 5 hours left running these two items at 90% of 97% capacity of the battery. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know we could do that. What about having those two things? I've just shut off the light. Let's turn on one of the lights. So that's one of the lights on the power station. Let's turn my light on, and still has the same output. Okay, I don't have much battery left on my phone, but we are going to try to plug in the solar panel and see if we can get a little bit of a video about how that plugs in. Okay, never done this before, so let's see what we got here. All right. My guess is our charge cables input. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, we are also connect them in series to multiple panels. Okay, that's what that's for. I think just to plug it direct, use this cord. 1, 2, plug together. And this input is is the exact same as the plug-in. I'm going to plug that in. Close this up. Let's open this up to the sun. There's the sun. Okay, spin around this way. Big pop-out legs. Alright, I'm going to move this around back so you can see it a little better. So there's the solar panel all set up, aimed up. We have full sun. Down in here, we've got some fold-out legs that velcro off the back and tip out. And then on the screen here, very difficult to see. Right now we've got 22 watts of input, adding on to that 97%, and over the next while we should start to see those minutes start to climb. 48 watts, 53 watts. That solar panel is really kicking out. That's awesome. Up to 69 watts of input from that sun. Really tough to focus here. So we can see that the wattage, that full sun wattage, continues to rise. We have beautiful, nice hot sun, clear sky, 87 watts input, and you can see the numbers climbing, and that's putting energy and power back into the battery. Wow, that's super good. That's really good. 86 watts, and it's still climbing. And in just about 2 to 3 minutes, I've actually gained a whole extra percent. The solar input right now is up to 86. It still continues to climb. I have a perfect angle to the sun, and the minutes and hours keep climbing as it recharges that battery. Again, we're not too low, we're only down to 98%, but that's great knowing that it could sit there and charge on a day that you're not drawing any power. So that's a quick little review of the ALLPOWERS S300. Hopefully you made some decisions if this is going to work for you or not. But until next time, Jeff Allen off the gridiron. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk to you again. Take care.